nationalinterests.org. December 5th, 2018. This article that came out that I was really stunned to read. 10 times the U.S. military lost its nuclear weapons. Yes, you read that right. As the number of nuclear weapons in the U.S. arsenal grew quickly during the Cold War. This was going on in the beginning of the Cold War, so did the number of accidents involving nukes. So we start with March 10th, 1956. There was a B-47 carrying 2 nuclear capsules that missed a rendezvous with a refueling tanker over the Mediterranean. The aircraft was never found, nor were its atomic capsules. Early nuclear weapons had a removable capsule containing nuclear fissile material. It was U.S. Air Force policy not to insert the capsules into the bombs as a safety measure, short of a war emergency or crisis. July 27th, 1956. While making a touch-and-go landing at Lakenheath Royal Air Force Station in England, a B-47 went out of control and slid off the runway into a nuclear weapons storage igloo containing 3 nuclear bombs. None exploded, but all had to be shipped back to the U.S. for repairs. In May 22nd, 1957, a crew of a B-36 transferring an Mk-17 hydrogen bomb to Kirkland Air Force Base in New Mexico accidentally released the bomb on final approach. Can you imagine that? You see this bomb coming out of the sky, you don't know what's going on. The device crashed through the closed bomb bay doors and exploded upon striking the ground, causing a 12 feet and 25 feet in diameter crater. So it left a huge crater. Man, you're lucky that thing didn't fall on houses. Some contamination was detected in the crater. No, it was fully contaminated. If that thing exploded, it was fully contaminated, y'all. That's bullshit, some contamination. No, full contamination. January 31st, 1958. A mechanical failure caused a B-47 to crash during takeoff. A fuel tank ruptured, causing a massive fire. The plane carried a strike-ready bomb, but it didn't explode during the fire. Contamination was later detected on a fire truck and one firefighter's clothing. So it was, again, another full contamination. February 5th, 1958, an F-86 fighter collided with a carrying B-47 during a training mission near Hunter Air Force Base in Georgia. The crew tried to land 3 times. After the 3rd attempt, the flyers decided to jettison the bomb casing offshore near Tybee Beach. The plane landed safely afterwards. The bomb casing is still lost offshore. January 24th, 1961, a B-52 on airborne alert suffered a wing failure over Goldsboro, North Carolina. When the plane broke apart, its 2 nuclear bombs came free. One landed gently via parachute, while the other impacted in a swampy, quicksand-like piece of farmland and broke apart. The pieces sank into the ground, requiring the Air Force to evacuate. Despite workers digging Down 50 feet, one piece was never located. The government bought an easement for the property, requiring permission before anyone could dig there. Wow. That's a lot of accidents, y'all. And they make damn sure the public don't know this. Okay, December 5th, 1965, as the carrier USS Ticonderoga was steaming from Vietnam to Japan, and an A-4 Skyhawk armed with a B-43 hydrogen bomb rolled off one of the carrier's elevators into the ocean. The bomb, plane, and pilot were all lost over 16,000 feet of water and never recovered. The government finally copped to the incident in 1989. It caused a diplomatic incident with Japan as the bomb lay around 60 miles off the coast of Okinawa. Wow. It's no telling how many has happened, even in the last 10 years, that we just don't know about. They're not going to tell you this until decades later. January 17, 1966. In what is perhaps the best known nuclear weapon accident, a B-52 collided with a KC-135 tanker over Palomares, Spain. It was carrying 4 B-28 bombs. 2 suffered detonations of their conventional explosives on impact, scattering radioactive material over a wide area and requiring a large cleanup operation. The third parachuted safely on the ground while the last landed in the Mediterranean. A massive search involving midget submarines finally located the last bomb on April 7th, 1966. The bomb that landed intact is now on display at the National Atomic Museum in Albuquerque, New Mexico. January 21st, 1968. A B-52 crashed 7 miles short of the runway at Thule, Greenland. All 4 of its bombs were destroyed, and the subsequent fire and radioactive material was scattered over a wide area, resulting in an expensive cleanup. After the accident, Secretary of Defense McNamara decreed that U.S. aircraft would no longer take off with a live nuclear weapon abroad except during a crisis. September 19th, 1980, a Titan II ICBM exploded in its silo, killing an airman and injuring 21 others. The warhead was thrown 200 yards into a nearby field. Wow. Oh, man. Like I said, if there are accidents, even to this day, ladies and gentlemen, you can best believe they're going to stay tight-lipped about this for a long, long time. But this is an awful lot of accidents, y'all. It's an awful lot of accidents. I mean, do you really trust nukes in these folks' hands? I sure don't. Never have. Never will. But please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.